Here we go, another great day to get a workout on. Coach Jeremy here with Huddle Health Coaching. I'm excited to bring you through this warm-up, and I'm excited that you took the time today to get a workout in. So we're gonna start off things a little bit slower today. Let's start with a nice wide stance. We're taking hands up overhead, and then reaching your hands back down between your legs. As we reach our hands up overhead, we should feel a good stretch on the front side of our body. As you reach the hands down between your legs, we should feel a good stretch back behind your knees. We're going to continue working with those overhead and back through the legs as you feel comfortable and at a speed that you feel comfortable with. With our warm-up today, and with the warm-ups always, there's nothing magical about this particular warm-up. It's just important that you're taking the time to get your body ready for the workout that you have ahead of you. So if any of these movements just aren't feeling great for you, please pick something different. Squats, planks, burpees are always good ones to go to if you're not sure what to do for the warm-up. But that's what I'm here for, getting you nice and set for your workout today. We're gonna take one more overhead and one more reach down between the legs. As we come back to stand tall, we're gonna find our feet a little bit narrower. What I want us to do is get a stretch to the middle of our backs. We're gonna let our head, our neck, and our shoulders all relax. If you're familiar with yoga, this would be a ragdoll stretch. We'll be tucking our chin into our chest, rolling back up. We'll take two more of those. As you do this, we want to release some of the pressure, some of the tension in our head, our neck, and our shoulders, and then rolling back on up, going through one more of those. I really like this stretch no matter what time of the day, but particularly in the morning, this one feels really, really good. As you finish up that last one, we're gonna find our squat stance. Starting with our squats, so many movements all revolve around having a good looking squat. So that squat anywhere between hip to shoulder width apart for your feet. You're gonna look right past the camera or the phone or the computer, whatever you're looking at me on today, and then sending the hips back, going down as low as you can, and standing tall. As we stand tall, we're activating through the glutes, so we're squeezing those glutes at the top. You can almost use your hands a little bit of a counterbalance as we're going through these squats. So taking these nice and slow, you continue with your squats at home. And from the side, as we look at these squats, we really want those hips going back. As we send our hips back, that activates the glutes, that keeps your heels on the ground, and it keeps your knees safe. Those are all really important things as we're looking at building a really good looking and healthy squat. So we'll take three more squats together. Yeah, nothing too fast about these squats. Just getting moving. I'm gonna start speeding things up just a little bit with a traditional jumping jack, taking hands up overhead. We can always take a step from side to side as well. For you at home, if you happen to have a jump rope and you're in a space that you feel good jump roping, go ahead and grab that jump rope right now. We can work through that jump rope. We're gonna be returning back to these jumping jacks or jumping rope a few times throughout our warm-up. So even if you need to put this on pause, take a quick second to grab it, go ahead and do that. We'll be using them some more. If you're doing jumping jacks, that's perfect too. Let's go for three more, two more, last one. All right, for me, I'm gonna turn to the side. You face whatever way you want. We're gonna have a little bit of bend in our knees, hands either on our chest or overhead, sending our hips back for a good morning, feeling a great stretch back behind your knees, and having that all the way back up into the glutes. Standing tall at the top, squeezing, sending the hips back to feel that stretch. We're gonna continue with those good mornings, taking these as fast or slow as you'd like. A good morning is just a movement that we don't need to really go through fast. It's a really good movement to focus in on some good technique and really, at the end of the day, just feeling a good stretch. So taking two more of our good mornings. Again, wherever we're at, sending the hips on back. Standing tall, sending the hips on back. Standing tall. We'll be stepping back into plank. You'll notice that in almost every warm-up we have a plank position, and that plank position is great because it's good for your shoulders, good for your core, and also then good for your backside as we look to keep our back nice and flat. So as we're looking through this, you can notice my shoulders, my elbows, my wrists all in line. I have a nice flat back. Continue holding this plank, just breathing. We can always drop to the knees if we have to. It's a great option, continuing to build that strength, getting you closer and closer to the comfort level on those traditional planks. So from here, we're gonna keep our elbows tight to our body. We're gonna bring our chest all the way down to the ground or as close as you can for our push-up. Options for our push-ups, dropping to the knees, are a great option too. Let's go for 5 more push-ups wherever we're at. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. And we hit that last plank. We can walk our feet up to our hands or our hands back to our feet, getting us back into that standing position. Cueing the jump rope if you got that at home. Let's get that jump rope on. Or if you're doing jumping jacks, let's get back into those jumping jacks. We'll be speeding those up, building in on that intensity as this warm-up continues. If you happen to be dealing with any ankle issues that just don't allow you to be doing jumping, some high knee steps work great too. Kind of an in-place stepping or an in-place march. Again, this is a warm-up to get you set for the workout today. Take it at your own speed. Make sure the movements are feeling really good for you. For those of you jump roping, keeping those elbows nice and tight to the body is definitely going to be a helpful hint. Take it or leave it. That's just my tip or trick of the day. Those of us doing jumping jacks, let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's find that squat stance again. As we go into this squat, we'll be taking 2 squats and then adding some alternating lunges. So squat number 1, squat number 2, lunging out, driving through the heel to stand tall, and coming back into those squats. Now, if lunges don't feel great for you, just continue to squat. If you feel good with the lunge, we'll take a lunge and a lunge, going right back into your 2 squats. 2 squats and 2 lunges. From the side here, here we go on those squats. And then that lunge, we can do a reverse lunge as well, making sure that the heel is on the ground the entire time. Continue with the squat, squat, lunge, lunge. If the lunge doesn't feel good, just do squats. Squats will definitely get us where we need to go, warming up that lower body for us. Taking some deep breaths in through the nose. Forceful exhales out through the mouth always helps reset that heart rate. Big breath into the nose. Exhaling on out. Continuing for 2 more rounds. We've got a squat, squat, lunge, lunge. 1 more. Squat, squat, lunge, and a lunge. All right, cue those jumping jacks or jump rope, whatever you've got. Here we go, back into that jumping jack or jump rope. A little bit faster than our last round. Taking your breaths as you're going through here, we can help keep our heart rate under control, but still get some really good movement in. Taking those big, big breaths. We'll be going for 10 more seconds of those jumping jacks. Just continue moving, working through everything today. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna get back into our plank. As we get set up into our plank position, we can drop to the knees if we have to. We can widen the stance out. I really like this wide stance for our next movement. You should be with me here in plank. We'll be going opposite shoulder taps. Right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right shoulder. If you find yourself really swaying back and forth from side to side, bring your feet even wider. That will help keep your back straight. Or drop down to the knees, going for those same alternating plank shoulder taps. All right, going for 5 more seconds, 4 more seconds, 3 more seconds, 2, 1. All right, coming back up to our feet. We're gonna get some stretching in on our upper body. If you have a post, a doorway works great, or a wall. From that post, we have a 90-degree angle on our elbow, pressing through, feeling a good stretch through your shoulder and chest. If you don't have a post or a doorway, we can do that same thing with our hand on the wall and then opening up our chest away. You're feeling that all right in here, opening up, again, for the workout that you have coming up. Hope you're enjoying the warm-up. This is just the warm-up. You've got some more fun ahead of you. I'm gonna hold this for about 5 more seconds on our first side. Again, on that doorway, 90-degree angle, and then turning away. Let's switch over to the other side. If you happen to be on a wall, same thing, my hand is just going on the wall, and I'm going to open up, feeling that good stretch all through the bicep, getting into our shoulder, and the whole pretty much upper body. Taking some deep breaths during this stretch. Stretching should be just that, a nice gentle stretch. It should not feel painful. There should be no sharp pain. Maybe a little bit of discomfort if it's an area that's really tight for you, but pain is something that we definitely want to avoid. So holding that here for about 5 more seconds, enough time to get a couple more deep breaths in through that movement. All right, we're gonna finish off our warm-up here together. 10 burpees. We're gonna do these burpees together. That burpee brings our chest, comes all the way down to the ground. I'm gonna do these along with you. First one, here we go. Hands going down to the ground, bring the chest all the way there. We press our hips up, or our chest up, popping our hips, coming back overhead. There's 1, 2. We can always step back and step up as well for 3. If you're ahead of me, that's all right. Keep going to 10. Here's 4, 5, 6, 7, last 3, 2 more, last 2 here, guys. And last 1. All right, nothing better than finishing off your warm-up with 10 burpees that get the entire body warmed up. I hope you have an awesome workout today. Stay consistent, see those results. See you soon.